Hi, my name is Tessa Timmons. I am a professional surfer who lives in Santa Cruz, California. I got into surfing when I was probably I learned how to surf probably when I was like 11 or 12. I had a friend teach me, and then all I wanted to do was go surf, but it was hard to get to the beach with my parents. I come from a big family and they didn't have a lot of money, and so it was hard to get to the beach. So once I started learning to drive, I was going to the beach every single day surfing when I was like 15 or 16, and all my friends in high school surfed, and a couple of them were really, really good, and I wanted to be just like them, and so that's kind of what pushed me, and I fell into it, fell completely in love with it. Now, currently, it's brought me everything I have in life. It's my time of solitude and peace, but it's also how I met all my closest friends. And it's given me the life I have now, and I'm very thankful for that. I love it because I'm in nature, and it's kind of crazy to think about, but you're riding energy on water, and it's like the craziest thing when you're out there and you're thinking like, this is insane, I'm riding a wave that is in the ocean. But I love it. I love that it's taken me around the world to see it, and I've seen the world through a different lens than most. I think I see it from the water, and so with that you see a lot of the changing environment around us. There was like once pristine coral reefs that have now sadly gotten bleached and not made it, and then you see a lot of development on beach coastal areas and whatnot, which is kind of, it's like the blessing and the curse. You get to go travel in these amazing places, but then also with that, it feels like there comes a responsibility to make sure we're taking care of them and preserving them for all the next generations and all the creatures that live in them. Yeah, I would say that surfing is what led me to realize that we need to do something to take care of our planet. I was not raised in a household that taught you how to recycle or that climate change was real at all. And it was something I learned through my travels and through being in the ocean, spending so much time in the ocean and around the wildlife and seeing the deforestation and reefs and all the things. And then through that, I've educated myself and went to university and studied sustainability. And from there, now it's one of my passions, along with surfing, to try to keep this planet. It's one of my passions with surfing to help preserve our planet. Really trying to use the small voice I have and to bring awareness to it, because like I said, I never grew up in a family that was ever talking about how the planet needs to be saved. And so I think there are a lot of people out there still like that. And the only way to reach those people is by encouraging other people. And then those people encourage more people. But with that, making it relatable and making it so people get why it's happening. I think if everyone just was out in nature more, they would see how important it is to save our planet. But we don't, oftentimes a lot of people don't have access to going to the coast or going into the forest. And so there needs to be breaking down those barriers to get more people into the ocean. And then from there, or in the ocean or in the forest or any type of natural environment where they can appreciate it. And then once they appreciate it, I feel like they'll be as passionate as me as about saving it. I've been working with this company called Changing Tides Foundation, and what their whole mission statement is they take young women and they teach them how to surf, like in a surf camp. And with that, they give them the curriculum of how to they let them experience being in nature and surfing and this amazing thing that we have the opportunity to do, and then teach them about the environment and how we can better take care of it. And it's very intertwined into their camp that they're doing, and it makes it a little bit easier for them to relate to it and understand why we should be doing what we're doing, and giving them baby steps to apply throughout their lives. And so I'm really excited to work with them a lot this year and just inspire the younger generation to get on board and realize it's a lot easier than we think, and anyone can be an environmentalist. And it's not like you need to go study it in college or you need to do all these things. It just starts with baby steps, because if we all just take little baby steps, it's going to create a way bigger movement. I would say for anyone that wants to get involved, you can start by finding resources out there that you can learn from and educate yourself on the issues at hand. And if you see something that you think is an issue, actually the internet's a really good tool these days, and you can create your own petition online. I had a friend that did it to help remove the nuclear waste down in San Onofre. And basically there's a website, you just create a petition and you try to get as many signatures as you can, and then from there you want to send that to your local legislative persons, and from there then that can stir up some big change. So if you see something in your local community, or you want to try to get something going like banning plastic straws, let's say in your town, there is ways of doing it.
Awesome.
What I would like to encourage to the bigger brands out there, which I think in order to get their attention, we need as many people on board speaking their voice. If you have a platform, if you don't have a platform, if you have people in your community, just like talking about it and doing the things like refusing single-use plastics, even if it's once a week, eating a little bit less meat, trying to get into a plant-based diet if that's what's for you, but just even one day a week, the little baby steps, and then talking about it with your community and having it be a place of non-judgment, having it be a place of zero judgment where we're all just trying our best, because it is the bigger companies that unfortunately are taking the bigger toll on this environment. So we got to encourage them to change their habits. And I don't have the solution, and I wish I did, but I think the only way we're going to get the solution is by getting enough people talking about it and enough people brainstorming, because I know there's a lot of brilliant minds out there that have great ideas, and I just don't think that they are quite thinking it yet, or they're quite in that think tank about how do we save our planet. So we need as many of those people and as many of the younger generation to help save it, because it's going to be their planet, and so we got to help them so then they can spread the word and save it for future generations. Yeah, I think that how you take care of your body is very symbolic of how you're going to take care of everything else. So like if I'm taking care of my body and I'm eating all these fruits and vegetables and I'm active and I'm trying to make my body perform at its highest, that kind of teeters over to other aspects of your life, and wanting to take care of the environment is one of them. Also, eating a more plant-based diet. I try to be about 80 to 90% plant-based. That is going to have a larger effect on the environment. So I like them all. Like I haven't been super partial to one, but I like the beet cocoa probably the most, and the blueberry one.